Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been engaging for some time, yet this week Kendrick turned the intensity up with his Dislike Us, wherein he, to understate the obvious, paints Drake as a really crude person. Now, when you take a gander at the general response to the actual quarrel, it appears that most of the web except Kendrick Lamar cleaned the floor with Drake with various posts like "This hamburger may be over. Kendrick Lamar won. I don't mind getting out anything you desire. Elation. Meet the disliked. Our unapproachable diss tracks the best meat I've at any point seen in my life. It's over. Kendrick Lamar has won. Never have we seen somebody so flawlessly execute a rap hamburger. Kendrick may be the best. This malicious boogeyman is genuinely the outcome. Kendrick Lamar won the incomparable rap battle. There might be more shots to come, yet the majority of the conflict has been fought, and the outcomes are clear. Kendrick Lamar basically hit harder than Drake might the reality at any point. DJ Scholastics has even as of late said for Drake fans to quit ruining Kendrick Lamar and that he's simply a virtuoso, which shows how predominant he was in this quarrel, so I don't think he took these bars. Sincerely, I'm gonna keep it on it. I'm gonna give Kendrick his credit for being a virtuoso. Like, this was a decent tune. It was a smidgen simplified, yet that is precisely the exact thing expected to work. It's making everyone dance. I don't have to stay here and attempt to put down his endeavors. And for the Drake fans who are watching Man Brother, we don't have to. Like, I realize right now at this time the vast majority wish. You know, either Drake was dropping again now, or perhaps Drake had a melody that was somewhat going into the clubs. I truly don't have the foggiest idea why they don't like Family Matters as much, since Family Matters is dope. Yet we can't be whimsical and give credit to Kendrick for what he's finished, as far as essentially having this melody that is breaking every one of the records. I don't think it makes Drake look any kind of way, right? I think it makes us seem to be pungent Drake fans attempting to credit you, understand what I mean, like Brother the Gotta Bop. It happens. Drake has had a boop multiple times. You understand what I mean. What will be, will be. It'll be fascinating to see where Drake goes from here. Will he discharge another track, or is this actually the end of the fight? The truth will surface at some point. How about we center around one explicit poke that has everybody visiting? Kendrick's reference to Diddy's notable 2014 slap on Drake's Authority account was that the two had gotten into a battle about a melody, yet the roads are unexpectedly a whirlwind of movement. Plant guarantees that the genuine justification behind Diddy's slap might have been somewhat more private. Rumors from far and wide suggest that during their widely discussed quarrel, Drake dissed Mild Factory. Diddy's alleged Don Juan Diddy purportedly had a weakness for quiet, so Drake's disses didn't agree with him yet stand by certain insiders, murmuring that this entire circumstance wasn't just about music. It was purportedly an out-and-out circle of drama, and the tongue-swaying has gone on with Kendrick's not-so-unpretentious comment in Happiness about Drake swinging for the rival group. Like, what compelled you put hands on Drake? I didn't put hands on Drake. Gracious, and I need no issues with Drake. Is correct. Well, that is all I got. That is all I need to say. He's investing his energy. I didn't not do anything to Drake. We not Drake. He is my companion. That was a complete talk what befell the thump. The 0 to 100, they said that was your record. At first, was that any reality to that? Even there was a clasp of you at a, definitely no doubt better believe it. No doubt there was an, 0 to 100 was at first a record that, was my record. When I see you remaining by hot red, I accept. You see two terrible things, he raps on the cut. I accept. You could do without ladies. That is a genuine contest. You could pop ass with them. Certain individuals are facing a challenge and saying that Kendrick's decision to raise Diddy slap following implying that Drake may be into folks isn't an occurrence. We should begin with the planning of Drake and Diddy's run-in on the grounds that there are presently tales flowing that these two were again then buddies, and it's probably the explanation Drake would even not like to examine Diddy openly any longer. We should return to December 2014, when DJ Sam Sneak and Charlemagne the God released a surprising talk that made Twitter go off the deep end. The gossip expressed that Drake and Diddy got into a battle at Miami Club Live during DJ Ked's birthday celebration. And Charlemagne asserts that Drake was either smacked or punched by Diddy. This is someone that everyone knows, right? He resembles a kid. You wouldn't really accept that what happened, like, did he just slap Drake? Like, where slapped or punched? I heard a slappy slap Drake he resembled in the background. I'm similar to get thee out of here, you call you. Yet I realized it was genuine, 'cause it was 4:00 in the first part of the day. Yet you realize everyone know I be up, 'cause I got to, go do the morning meal in the first part of the day, yet alone, and view it. Worked out that it was valid. I heard it was over the 0 to 100 thump precisely. That is what I heard. That is precisely exact thing. I heard from my sources. That is precisely exact thing. I heard, we truly broke that on the morning meal club. By the manner in which, okay, like we had some awareness of the entire 0 to 100 thump all that. I realized I knew precisely exact thing. It was over quickly in regards to wind. He said that Drake wound up in the emergency clinic with a separated shoulder, which TMZ later confirmed, yet Sneak expressed that cast wasn't the purpose for the bits of hearsay currently quick forward to December 2014, or somewhere around there and out of nowhere, recordings of Diddy censuring Drake and blaming him for Taken. G the thump for the famous melody 0 to 100. Inez began to seem online numerous months prior to the two getting into an actual squabble in Miami. Diddy furiously griped about Drake taking his melody live prior to playing out a melody. The rapper made that big appearance with Mace and articulated a T.I. rod brimming with obscenities, saying, I believe that someone should get this on tape in June. Diddy played out Drake's melody at Story Dance Club in the wake of proclaiming that by the day's end, this is as yet warm, while in front of an audience. Diddy never says Drake's name plainly, yet asserts he gave him the thump, and afterward, nothing was a similar rapper took it from him as per a source. Diddy tended to the Canadian rapper who was not entertained, and Diddy said you'll at absolutely no point ever slight me in the future and supposedly hit him. Diddy and Drake at first stayed quiet via web-based entertainment until Drake posted an image of himself wearing a ransack on Instagram with the subtitle, They're either discussing you or taking the you're talking one way or the other. The name has been swinging, by the way. 0 to 100 wound up getting a Grammy selection for Best Rap Execution, so you can envision how that could have stirred up the pot significantly more currently anyway. Following seeing an image of Drake seeming to have a bruised eye, certain individuals asserted that Diddy was capable. In the meantime, James Ruler, the chief of Rapala, chose to join the discussion to get Dr. covered and drop this bizarre plate track that was focused on Diddy, saying that Diddy crossed a line by contacting Drake since Drake is family. Here's the curve. However, in May 2015, Drake and Diddy apparently chose to stop their competition in secret in the wake of having a sincere talk via telephone as per TMZ, which was a stunning disclosure at the time. Evidently, they understood they would run into one another on a ton of similar occasions this mid-year and believed nothing should get abnormal anyway. Neither Drake nor Diddy remarked on the report. When did he address the subject interestingly on August 17, 2015, on a ton of similar occasions this mid-year and believed nothing should get abnormal anyway. Neither Drake nor Diddy remarked on the report. When did he address the subject interestingly on August 17, 2015 at the Morning Meal Club? Like we saw before, in the video, fans read more into his nonverbal communication than his words, despite the fact that Diddy demanded he never contacted Drake. The sneer on the son's face ensured Puff put hands on Drake, indicating that Jay Sovereign and Jew Cash Pressure are genuine. Diddy never comes clean on anything, which is the reason I've always been unable to completely regard him before we go any further into the video. What are your folks' legitimate considerations in this whole circumstance? Is it like Drake and Diddy were getting comfortable in the background and Kendrick Lamar was correct about Drake being fruity? Or is it all an unadulterated hypothesis remark down underneath? Everyone realized Drake was delicate and Diddy was crazy. They were at a party when Diddy said Drake said, blast smacks that kid. Diddy puts his hands on him. The group has gone now. The way in which Dr. B was talking in his melodies, the group resembled. Do you have at least some idea who you're screwing with? Diddy is the sixth god himself. Everyone is sitting tight in teased breath for Drake's reaction. Drake goes, "You better not repeat the experience." Drake's young men go, what he intended to say was, and they bounce in a fight. During the fight, some way or another, Drake gets his shoulder disengaged, and they need to take him to the emergency clinic anyway, Diddy. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.